Hello, bright, beautiful, beloved soul friends. I hope you are having a beautiful and blessed day along your magical, miraculous healing journey. I have a little invitation for you. So I created something called the 15 Minutes Pure Consciousness MIRRORTHON Challenge. And I'll leave all the details about this in the video description below. So please do feel free to check that out for more insights and all the links and information kind of summarized. So this challenge, you have 15 minutes in front of a mirror, and it's basically a style of meditation. It's a mirror-thon, like you're running a race, but instead of running a race, you're sitting in front of a mirror practicing loving presence. And there's a lot of healing power in it. So no matter who you are or what type of healing journey through life you might be on, this mirror-thon holds infinite healing journey benefits. So regardless of who you are, where you're at, I encourage you to practice this. So in this mirror-thon challenge, you sit in silence. But I have a variation to share with you guys, okay? So instead of sitting in pure silence without any thoughts, in this adaptation of the 15-minute Pure Consciousness Mirror-thon Challenge, you say inside of your mind, you consciously generate thoughts from your observational self to your experiential self. As the awareness of yourself develops internal attachments with the experiencer of yourself. Pretty cool stuff, right? It's all about how we consciously direct our internal energy to cultivate our personal power, liberating self-essence, restoring brain-body wiring, and gradually transforming all elements of personal experience from the inside out. So, kind of a big deal, right? Kind of like the diamond magic of the healing journey. So in this adaptation of the Mirror-thon Challenge, instead of sitting in silence without any thoughts, you consciously generate thoughts from your observational self to your experiential self, or from the awareness of yourself to the experiencer of yourself. And you say, "Dear every part of me, please let go. Come home. Loving presence awaits. You are worthy of being you. Trust me. Dear every part of me, please let go. Come home. Loving presence awaits. You are worthy of being you. Trust me. Dear every part of me, please let go. Come home. Loving presence awaits. You are worthy of being you. Trust me." So I've played with a lot of different kinds of mantras and stuff, and instead of just having a mantra and affirmation where it's one word or one phrase, it's kind of like a super short love letter from the observational self, which is just pure awareness. There is no experience connected with the observational self. It's just awareness. From the observational self to the experiential self, which is all the parts of consciousness who have personal experience. The observational self doesn't ever have personal experiences, and that's why it has so much power to help the parts of consciousness who are having personal experiences. And having distinction and connection between these aspects of consciousness is like the trick, the super magical trick for achieving self-attunement, okay? And you can explore more about these ideas in my offerings through KRISTIN'S Consciousness Consultancy. I have a bunch of free gifts and a free documentary series and a free implicit revelations case study you guys can explore. And then there's also a bunch of offerings, programs, videos, practices, personalized creations, and one-on-one consciousness consultations. So if you want to dive deeper into any of this stuff, you can explore the offerings through my business. So practice the Mirror-thon Challenge, okay? And all that information is in the video description below. So play with the Mirror-thon Challenge. All the details of that are in a freebie gift I've given to you guys. So check out the video description below to grab that. But while you're practicing, if you want to play with a variation, then instead of just sitting in pure silence and having no thoughts at all, try a variation where you say this love letter inside of your mind from the awareness of yourself to the experiencer of yourself, or from the observational self to the experiential self. And repeat it over and over again slowly in your mind and just see what happens, okay? So for one example, you might just sit there yawning the whole time as your autonomic nervous system starts to relax, because parts of your consciousness are coming home to each other and to the brand new moment, which is helping to heal neural data that was reducing their ability to feel the sacred powers of loving presence as one of infinite potentials. So play with this practice, play with the MIRRORTHON challenge as it is presented in the playbook. And then if you want to try a variation of it, try repeating this little short love letter inside of your thoughts. You could even say it out loud if you want to while you're practicing the MIRRORTHON, and then just see what comes up for you, okay? And then if you enjoy this little love letter, this little meditative mantra, I created some really fun shirt designs that have it on there. So there's a whole bunch of different shirt designs. There's zip-up hoodies and pullover hoodies and crewneck sweatshirts and classic tees and v-neck tees and long sleeves tees and comfort tees and tank tops. And some of them have the text in all white, and some of them have the text in purple and red. And then the shirts come in all kinds of different colors and sizes. So it's kind of a whole lot of fun. So you can explore that again in the video description below. It was super, super fun to make, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. And just having the mantra on a piece of clothing can be so empowering. Like every single time you're doing laundry, you pick up the shirt and you read it to yourself. Every time you're putting the shirt on, you read it to yourself when you're putting it on, when you take it off. And it's just this tangible healing journey tool where you're reminded to invest in healing liberation. And so like every time you touch this piece of clothing, it's like a cue for your unconscious body mind to receive more healing as your observational self expresses this message to your experiential self. So it can be just kind of a healing journey tool and just a fun way to embody your journey and to have a reminder with you all the time about where to kind of direct yourself. Because the healing journey can be, let's be real, the healing journey can be kind of tricky. It can be kind of a messy, crazy place sometimes. Not that I speak from personal experience or anything, but the healing journey can be kind of a tricky, crazy place to, explore. And so just having like a very simple letter that's read from the awareness of yourself to the experiencer of yourself can like really, really just bring clarity and presence and love and compassion and unity and just kind of this is the only place we need to focus right now. Just focus on these words and let everything else go kind of a thing. So just having this shirt could be like just a healing journey tool along the expeditions of your existence. So if that interests you, you can check out the link in the video description below. And I have a bunch more really fun designs in my Compassionately Evolved Consciousness store. There's a whole bunch of different shirts and bags and pants and mugs and fanny packs, all kinds of cool stuff. And they all have different kinds of healing journey messages and mantras on them. So please do feel free to explore all of that. And again, all the details about what I'm sharing here are in the video description. So please do explore that and click on all the fun links and browse and play and have a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being you. Have fun with the MIRRORTHON challenge, and have fun playing with this variation of the MIRRORTHON challenge, and have fun shopping at the Compassionately Evolved Consciousness store, and have fun browsing at KRISTIN'S Consciousness Consultancy. And if you'd ever like to connect one-on-one, we can chit-chat, and it would be a magical time to dive deep into your healing journey through life. So have an amazing day. Happy MIRRORTHONing. Happy MIRRORTHONing.